Hey there, everyone. Mr. Lewis here. I just wanted to go over a couple quick things with your Unit 1 test, which is going to take place tomorrow, Wednesday, September 16th, between 12 and 3. So, very quickly, I'm going to try to keep this short. I want to go over a couple things about preparing for the test and a couple things about the actual test itself. Preparing for the test, there's three main things that I would use. One is the practice test. The practice test is brilliant for you. If you were going to put all your eggs in one basket, that would be the basket. It has a pool of about 40 practice test questions. They're not the same questions that you're going to see on the test. We don't just copy things over. Okay, that's not really true mastery of content and showing your understanding. But they are very similar. They're using similar concepts, similar skills. So it's going to pull one question at a time from that pool. You answer the question, you submit it, you get automatic feedback, both right and wrong answers. And there could actually be typed feedback explaining those right and wrong answers. So keep an eye on that. It is not worth any points. You can do it as many times as you want, risk-free. The second element that I would use to get ready for the test is the study guide, which is also linked right down here in the agenda, okay, along with everything else. What you can do with that, you don't have to do anything with it because it is not graded either, is go through the list of topics for each section from Unit 1. They're all listed there for you, everything that you might need to know or apply on the test, and put it in your own words. I think that's the best way to do it so that you have the best understanding for you. It is your study guide. No one's going to see it. You don't have to submit it. It's not worth anything, but it is highly valuable along with the practice test in getting you ready for the Unit 1 test. Okay, the practice test itself, I would say, again, is more difficult than what you're going to see overall on average on the actual Unit 1 test. So we're pushing you on that practice test. If you start doing really well on that, not because you're memorizing answers, but because you really understand the stuff, you're going to be fine on the actual test tomorrow. The study guide, it says at the top, and I just want to make sure I repeat this, you need to know for each thing listed what it is, why it matters, and how it could be applied in a question. So like a choropleth map, it's not enough to just know what a choropleth map is. Sometimes that might be a question. More often than not, you're going to get a picture of a choropleth map, and then you're going to be asked a question about something in that map. So you need to be able to read the map and get the information from it. So, practice test, study guide. Third is your course notes. Okay, I would have those course notes open while you're taking the test. You are allowed to use notes on the test, so I would have them open. I would also look through everything before you actually start taking the test. Actually prepare because, and this is going to get into the actual test itself, you only have 50 minutes on the test. So it is timed on buzz, just like your AP exam will be timed. So you can't just sit there and take 5 minutes to look up every single question because that would be 125 minutes if you did that for 25 questions. So that's not really going to work. You only have 50 minutes. So you do need to be prepared for this. All right, two other things to help you get prepared for the test that aren't just things that you can do on your own. I have 2 Zoom sessions. One is today, Tuesday, at 2 o'clock. We're going to go from 2 to 2:45. Okay, basically 7th hour, a couple minutes behind the curve for 7th hour, but basically 7th hour, and I'll answer any questions you have. I won't be able to go through every single detail of Unit 1 in 45 minutes though, so I really need you to bring questions, things that you really don't have a good grip on. Just tell me and I will start from scratch and explain it all over again to you, okay? The other Zoom is going to be tomorrow from 11 to 12. So from 11 to 12, normally my Zoom hour, office hours on Wednesday is 12 to 1. I moved it ahead an hour because after that review session from 11 to 12, your testing window opens. So let's move into the actual test itself. From 12 to 3 is your testing window. You can start it right at noon. You have 50 minutes to complete it. It must be submitted by 3 o'clock. If you don't submit it by 3 o'clock, it will submit itself. So you can't start at 2:59 and think, well, I started it in the testing window, so I can go until 3:49. No, you couldn't. It's actually going to submit all of it at 3 o'clock. Couple things about the test itself. It's all 25 questions on one page. It's not like the practice test in any way. It's going to show you all 25 questions. You can bookmark questions. You can use a highlighter tool that's in there. You can use the answer eliminator tool if you want. You don't have to. It won't let you submit unless you have answered all 25 questions. So if there's one that you skip accidentally, it's going to let you know. But you can also review all your questions at the end to make sure that everything is prim and proper and ready to submit successfully. Okay, so that's what you need to know for the test. One big thing I want to highlight, just because you can use notes on the test doesn't mean you can collaborate with people. Okay, so if we hear or find out about any kind of giving or receiving of assistance, whether it's from classmates in your class or other classes, in Mr. Arcella's class, and Mr. Hoffman's class, your siblings, anybody, you can't be doing that. All right, we got to protect the security of this. If we're gonna trust you to take these tests from home, we're really putting a lot of faith in you that you will honor what we're asking. And so you're allowed to use those notes, but we're going to ask that you do not collaborate in any way, please. So thank you for maintaining that. As long as we can prove that everyone can honor that request, then we'll see how these tests at home go. And if you like this, then we'll keep doing it. If we don't like this testing at home situation, then we'll discuss it. You can email me individually and we can figure something else out. If you are a student that comes into school, especially if you have some kind of accommodations, we'll figure that out. Don't freak out. I'm not trying to put you in a box here and say you must test this way. If you have accommodations, we will accommodate you, okay? You just need to discuss those things with me, and I will be approaching that with you over the next 24 hours as well, so we can figure out the best solution for you, okay? All right. Reach out with any questions or concerns that you might have about the test. Otherwise, just a quick breakdown. Tomorrow, it's going to open at 12 o'clock. You have 50 minutes to take it. It's got to be submitted by 3, a 3-hour testing window. Any time you want to use between 12 and 3 to start it and submit it, you're good to go. You can use all your notes, make use of the practice test, make use of the study guide, make use of me in those Zoom reviews, 2 to 2:45 today, Tuesday. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 to noon, right before your first test. It's 2 points per question, so it's worth 50 points. In the future, test will be 100 points. This first one, not as much stress, okay? You're going to do great. You're going to do fine. Proud of all of you. I think you're working hard and doing everything you need to do so far, and it's only going to get more fun and more interesting from here on out. This introductory unit might not have been as interesting as you would have liked, but I promise everything from here on out just gets a lot cooler, a lot more fascinating. And so you're going to crush this first unit test, and then we're going to move on to even greener pastures, all right? So everyone, enjoy your day. Reach out with any questions or concerns. I'm here to help. And go get this test tomorrow. All right. See you, everybody.